So I have today a general tarot reading. We're just going to be open and receptive to what the cards would like to reflect to us, what aspects of ourself they are holding up a mirror to at this time. That's an interesting card to get us started. We have the Devil card. There's things that are surfacing for you at this time, things that you're still attached to. And what you may find is that situations or people are popping up in your life and triggering you. And you're feeling yourself recognizing that this happens quite a lot. Let's say, for example, it's a trigger around money. You're constantly noticing that your bank account is empty and you're not managing to save any money, or the debts are getting bigger and bigger. And then you start to recognize that this has actually been a pattern in your life. It's something that's shown up time and time again. And you might be able to trace it back to a time in your childhood where maybe your family was in debt a lot and there was not enough money to spare for you to be able to put money to one side. That's just one example. Relationships, somebody walking away and you feeling the rejection and the pain of that. And then you're having a situation now where you're feeling, if you look at it carefully, that level of rejection again. It may not be in a lover this time, it may be in a job that you didn't get, for example. So something is causing you to be stuck. Something is surfacing that's showing you that you're still attached to a way of being or a way of feeling, possibly more importantly here. And the Devil card, our Capricorn energy, is saying, let's turn this pentagram around. Pentagrams are often seen to be evil when they're facing down. But what I see in this card is this: it's simply a calling for you to look at those lower aspects. It's an invitation for you to see where you are getting caught up. What is showing up in your life that feels uncomfortable? And the Capricorn is here to say, these are life lessons. The Capricorn sign is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is all about discipline and learning lessons. And so our Devil energy here is saying, what lessons have you not learned yet? What's still showing up in your life? And we have the World card too as a mirror, literally a mirror, saying, see what's being reflected. If people in your life are triggering you, there's something within you that is allowing yourself to be triggered. There's some unresolved event, trauma, situation, pattern that has not been resolved yet. So we've got these two cards, both of them interestingly ruled by Saturn. So Saturn, a big player today in the cards, a hard taskmaster, yes, but you sit with what's not feeling good for long enough and you turn that around and you face the pain and you allow it to surface. You don't hold it back. You don't allow yourself to be chained to it. When you start to recognize it and bring awareness to it, and let's notice that our Devil has a big bright torch here. Shine light on those darker aspects of yourself. Then we can start to free ourselves and look at the liberation that the World card is feeling. So very interesting cards here today, asking you to look at those patterns of behavior or those reoccurring themes in your life. And the Ace of Pentacles saying, we got a gift here. I mentioned money, didn't I? I mentioned having a money mindset tied to the past. And here we say, when you can liberate yourself from those patterns, when you can catch yourself being triggered by emotional responses to money, and you can sit with what that is, and you don't even have to know what it is. You just have to be able to feel the feeling that it evokes. When you can stop shying away from that and sit face to face with that, meet your demons head on, face your fears, we can see what happens. A big fat pentacle, the biggest pentacle in the deck, coming in, offering you an opportunity, a golden opportunity to take you on a whole new path where things open up exponentially for you. If you're enjoying the cards, I do ask that you like and subscribe to the channel. It really does make a difference. And thank you to those of you who've already done so. I really appreciate you. And now, if you're willing and able, I invite you to close your eyes. I'm going to take you into just a short meditation with the cards. So I'd like you just for a moment to think about this devil energy within you. And if you think about the devil, the word devil backwards, it's lived. So what lived experiences are holding you back? What is it from your past, these past pain points? What is it that keeps coming up? So I've got a good example of this. There's a good YouTube video around an old one of a woman who was a patient of Carl Jung, and it's caught on video. And she says she went to see him one day, and she said to him, "Why is everybody so mean to me?" And Carl Jung was just the mirror. He said to her, "Why are you so mean to everybody?" And with that, she got up and stormed out and spent the best part of a year writing, it would have been letters to him, saying what a charlatan he was, what a son of a bitch he was. And she said how she could lose weight with her anger, the amount of energy she could expend on getting really mad about something or someone. And it's a funny video to see how emotional she gets. She said it was the opposite of poor me. She would turn into a rage. She was not a victim, but she would explode with anger. And it was one day, many months later, that she suddenly awakened to the mirror and recognized, why am I mean to everyone? And she called him up and got his secretary, and the secretary said, yes, he's been expecting you. And I just think that's a lovely example here of where we can be completely oblivious to what we're projecting onto others. So let's start to see what it is and recognize where you're projecting. What are your pain points? What experience have you lived that you now need to release and let go of the feelings around? It's time to take a good look in the mirror. And yes, it is uncomfortable. It can be disturbing. It can be upsetting. However, this is such a gift. When we sit with presence, with whatever is arising for us, and let it be, we can start to liberate ourselves from the chains that keep us bound. We can start to experience a life where these heavy things that come in, the harsher aspects of our lives, the ones that keep pressing our buttons, we can start to set them free and let them go so that our life can then be lived unencumbered by this. And what we then see is a whole new way of being opening up to us. Things being presented to us that we've never before experienced, whole new opportunities and ways of being and paths of new adventure opening up for us. This is the gift we can present ourselves with, and that is the gift of the cards today reflecting to you. So in your own time, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. The devil card today saying, what is it that you've lived? What is it that's invoking this pain in you, that's creating these reactions that you're having to people or circumstances around you? Sit with it, recognize that these are chains that you are holding you back. Take a good look in this mirror. What is your world reflecting back to you? It's time to liberate yourself. This woman is naked. She has nothing to hide. Saturn is teaching us lessons, and he will reward us in time. These huge gifts that come in for us when we lighten our load, when we choose to sit with presence to any pain that's surfacing, any fears that are arising within us. Sit with them for as long as it takes. And it may be that you need to write it out, get it out of your head, out of your heart, and onto the page. That can be a very effective way of liberating yourself from these painful aspects of life. And look at what's on the other side. These Saturn cards are here to reward us beautifully given time, when you can find that release within yourself. Have a wonderful day.